All right, good evening, Miss Williams.
Hello.
All right, so the last time we met, we talked about the current reality of your classroom, your intro to business class. And for the most part, the engagement is there, collaboration with your students, everything is there. However, we're having some technological issues with
Yes.
the Chromebooks and Teams. And you mentioned to me that you wanted to use Nearpod, okay?
Correct.
For
Mhm.
student engagement and interactive lessons. So before we begin, let's look at the checklist. So I
Okay.
sent that to you through email yesterday. So I'm going to share my screen so we can go over the checklist. And then if there's anything that you want to add to the checklist, you can. All right.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So let me share my screen with you and find the checklist. Okay. All right, so here is your checklist. I'm just going to quickly read over it. So the purpose of implementing Nearpod into the classroom is to enhance your presentations and transform the learning experience with interactive lessons, collaborative, and engaging activities. We want to increase student engagement and use formative assessments to check for understanding in real time. Nearpod would also help the process of integrating 21st century skills in the classroom through independent learning and utilizing digital tools in an educational setting. Okay, so here are some things that we should check off for you to integrate Nearpod. Okay, so the first thing is to upload the presentation on the Nearpod platform. Okay, begin to add content
Mhm.
to enhance your lesson. Add formative assessments to the presentation to check for understanding.
Okay.
Use content and activities for deeper understanding of the content, not just, oh, this is my presentation, look how pretty it is. No, what's the purpose of these activities,
Okay.
or content
Mhm.
that you added into your PowerPoint or your Google Slides? Utilize the student data, the real-time student data that you have to determine whether you need to do some type of reinforcement or modifications for future lessons. And of course, teach, assess, and connect. Okay.
All right.
So first and foremost, is this okay? Is this checklist, does this seems pretty good to you?
Yes, it does. Mhm.
All right. And is there anything that you would like to add into the checklist?
Um, I would want to make sure that I am integrating vocabulary.
Okay.
That's
So
a
we
major
can,
piece.
all right. So we can put integrating vocabulary into presentations or,
Um, well, they would be exposed to it in the presentation.
mhm.
So I guess, yeah, I guess that would be it. Making sure that I just got to be able to make sure that those terms that they're seeing them in this presentation and in the building of the Nearpod activities.
Okay. So integrating vocabulary into Nearpod activities. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. All right. So if there's anything else that you would like to add in the checklist, if you can't think of anything right now, that's fine, no big deal. But if there's something else like later on, as we're practicing more and more with Nearpod, please, okay, be more than willing to speak up and say, hey, I think I want to add this, or I just thought about this, I had this idea. So, you're more than welcome to add or take out into the checklist, okay?
Oh, all righty.
All right, so next thing, we have two options. It's up to you, no pressure. Would you like for me to model Nearpod right now? Or would you like for me to model it into your classroom, like, after school or something like that?
Hmm. How about right now?
Okay. All right, that's fine. All
That
right,
sounds
that's
good.
where I will be.
If I have a question, I can ask you right now. Okay.
Right, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for just a moment. Let me share it again so we can go to the Nearpod presentation, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right, so let me share my screen and let's go to Nearpod, okay? Hold on 1 second. Let's get to it. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay, so this is my Nearpod. Okay, so it's a lot. I have a lot of presentations.
Yes.
That's social studies. So, all
Yes.
right. So, what I did ahead of time, I've showed you how to upload your own presentation into Nearpod because you do have the option to make a presentation into Nearpod from scratch, but teachers, who has time for that at this
Right.
point? And I'm sure you have plenty of presentations already
Yes.
created, okay?
I do. Uh-huh.
Okay, so when you're uploading a presentation in Nearpod, it takes some time. So we've already uploaded the presentation that you have given me, all right? And it's called types of income. So it's right here, and let's edit it. Let's get into some things with Nearpod, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so this is, of course, the presentation that you sent me, types of income. So the first income that you're talking about is earned income, right?
Correct.
And you're talking about wage, salary, commission, okay? And then right here, you're giving examples of wage, salary, and commission. Now, here's the thing about Nearpod that I just want to share with you. Some of the effects that you have with PowerPoint, you click on the arrow and then the words pop up,
Right.
things like that. Okay, so you can't do those effects in Nearpod. So
Okay.
whatever you had in the presentation, that's what's going to pop up, right? So what we can do right here, you're talking about different types of earned income, and then you're giving them examples. Now let's do an activity right here. So they can say, hey, do you remember what kind is this? So what we're going to do, we're going to hit add content and activities.
Okay.
And let's do an activity right here, right? Just to, formative assessment, right? Let's do matching pairs real quick, right? So you would say, let's do add pair, then we'll put some instructions for it. So let's do salary. And then let's use some of your students' names, right? You have a student named Anjana?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Anjana makes, 50,000 a year as, I don't know, manager at Walmart. I don't know. We just,
that works.
Right, okay, done. Right? Let's do
Okay.
another one. Let's do wage. You have a student named Aisha?
Yes.
Aisha makes $15 an hour working at FedEx.
Okay.
Right? Okay, now we have to do one for a commission. Okay, commission. You have a student named Rachel?
Yes.
Rachel makes 5% sales for every, for each shoe or something. I don't know, pair of shoes.
Okay.
Done. And then for instructions, match the description with the correct term. All right, is that okay?
Yes.
All right. And when this is all done, I'm gonna show you how it looks and everything, okay?
Okay.
And then also, let me move my face out the way. You can hit add timer. You can put how long you want this activity to be for your students.
Okay.
So we can say
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Yeah, I think this is 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Activity, okay?
Yes.
Right. And so, like I said, we're going to show it how it looks on my side and your side as a,
Mhm.
student, teacher. Okay. So then you'll just hit save,
Okay.
and it's at the bottom. So all you'll do is just move it, just drag it, and it's right there.
Okay,
Very
so I can
simple.
drag it in the order I want it to come within my presentation.
Mm-hmm. I've showed you 6 different, I know I went a little fast, but I showed you 6 different. So now it's a little bigger. So let's hit save and exit. Okay, so this is now the presentation, and now you have 2 options: live participation. So this is what it will look like in your classroom, and
Okay.
you have control over the presentation. So every slide that you click on, it'll move to the next slide on the student's Chromebook.
Okay.
Okay. And then student pace, they go at their own pace. So one student, he might be on, you have David, he might be on like slide 9, but another student, Kaya, she could be on like slide 3.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But we're going to do live participation so you can see what it will look like. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So when you click on it, you get this code. You'll get a code. And what you can do, you can just hit copy link and
Okay.
then put it in the chat box. So that's exactly what I'm about to do for you. I'm about to put this in the chat box for you. Okay. Okay. There you go. All right. And then when you come in, I'm going to see you right in here. Okay. Okay, you're in the presentation.
Yes.
Okay, I see you. There you go. Okay. All right. So now this is what your presentation will look like. And the code will always be up here. So if your students miss it, just tell them, hey, go to join.nearpod.com and put in this code X2SRQ. Okay. All right. So once again, because it's in live action, I have control over it as a teacher, and then it's going to move to the next slide on your computer, your Chromebook. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is what, you'll, different, incomes, right?
Okay.
And then this is, you'll do a little example with the students. And then here's the activity that we added. Okay. So on my end, I'm going to hit start activity. And then on your part, you're going to do the activity.
Okay. Okay, I see the direction. Match the description with the correct terms. Okay. And how do they do it?
So it's all jumbled up, and then they'll just click on like wage, and then whatever description matches wage. Do you see it?
Oh, okay. Like that. Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So then it shows me up here, you got 1 out of 3, things like that. And then I can view it, and that's how it would look. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then here's another option, just in case, you don't want other students to see this part, you can hide their names. It's down here.
Now I can't see that. I'm only seeing from student side.
Okay, so I'll share my screen and I'll show you that part too. Sorry about that. Okay.
No, good.
Okay. And then of course, if you click on that link, if you click on that slide, it will direct you to that website that we talked about earlier, things like that. All right. So here's some other, slides that we've gotten over. Portfolio income. That's what we added that slide, types of investments, things like that. And then they can always click on this enable read and it can read it for them.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So hit play like that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So portfolio. And then this is a video. I'm going to hit all devices so it will look like it on, on your presentation too. It can play. And then this is the vocabulary. It's basically like, it's like a rap video. It's like they're rapping about, certain issues. Okay. So I'm gonna just hit,
Ah,
so if you hit play, it's talking about, okay, let me stop talking.
okay. Oh, I'm loving that.
Okay. Yeah. So it's talking about, how to invest their money and things like
Yeah.
that. Okay,
But I
good.
like how that embeds that video right in there like that. It's not hard for them
Hmm.
to.
Right. So they'll be able to view it on their Chromebooks. They won't have issues with videos and stuff like that. Okay. So the
Okay.
next thing that I want to show you is about, I think it's passive income. I put portfolio, but you're good. So this is a collaborative board. So once again, Ariel's a singer. She just completed an album. Is this passive income? And then you'll put your thoughts into the box. Do you see it?
It says share thoughts or images here.
So you just kind of just type something in, and I'm gonna show you. It's gonna show you how it's gonna look.
Okay. Do I press post?
Hit post, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna check it to approve it. Okay, you put Ariel's a singer. Okay, and now do you see it up there?
Yes.
Okay, and then I can just hit, oh, I like this, right?
Okay.
But so you see your name is up here, but if students, depending on your class, if they
Mhm.
uncomfortable, like, I don't want nobody to see my answer, I
Right.
can hit high student name. And now
Okay.
you see it's in stars.
Oh,
You
and
see
I
your,
don't see that. I
oh,
just
you
see
don't,
what I
oh,
post.
okay, sorry about that. I'm just,
No, that's good. So at least I know that they don't see each other's names. Okay.
right. You can hit hide student names and
Okay.
then it'll hide it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then the last one, let's do time to build. It's so cute. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay. So time to climb, I said build.
Okay.
All right. So let's do space. I'm gonna randomize answers. Okay. So you choose your character once it pops up for you. You're going to choose what the character looks like. You're going to, it's going to put your name and everything. Okay. And then hit start. And then you answer those questions.
Oh,
Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah.
yeah, they're like this.
Uh-huh.
Remind me not to quit that chart.
All right. So I think we're good here. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of Nearpod. Okay. I'm gonna exit out of it. All right. And
Okay.
then I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. So how do you feel about Nearpod now that you saw like a little taste of what you can do for your presentations?
I like this. Let me come back to you. Let's see.
Okay. No, you're good.
Let me exit.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, okay. I like it. I think the vocabulary integration will go good with the climb the hill or build the climb, whatever we were doing at the end.
Yeah.
That's a really good way for the vocabulary.
Right.
I really like that. Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm glad
Yeah,
you like it.
yeah, I like that one.
All right. So last thing, and then we'll be good. When do you think you'll be ready to, no rush, no pressure, not tomorrow or nothing, it's Friday, but when do you think you'll be comfortable enough to implement Nearpod into your presentations or to implement it in your classroom, I should say?
Okay. Um, Next month, when I get to my management and leadership unit, I
Okay,
think
man.
that would be a good one.
Okay, management and leadership. So would you say like after spring break?
Yes, it will have to be after spring break because we're
Okay,
in the middle of Word now. So
okay, sure.
yeah,
So around like mid-April, like,
yeah, That's when I
Okay.
was started next. Uh-huh.
All right, mid-April. All right, so sounds good. So between now and mid-April, if you have any other questions about Nearpod, you know,
Mhm.
hey, Miss Rowe, I want to, you know, do this. Can you show me how to do that? So what I did today, I just showed you just a little piece of it. So, you know, if you have any questions, if you need any additional tutorial about Nearpod, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'm more than willing to help you
Thank
with it.
you. I really liked it.
Okay then. So I
Get me
think
thinking.
we I think we are good here. So thank you so much, Miss
Mhm.
Williams.
Thank you. I'm
You're
excited.
welcome. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.